Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ainur Akilah binti Muhammad and my matric number is 259354. Today, I will present about chapter 3, which is credit card. What is credit card? Credit card is issued by a financial institution that let us borrow money to make a purchase. A credit card allows us to borrow money from a bank to make purchases, whether we buying or a round-trip ticket to holiday. As long as we pay back the money that we borrow within the grace period of 25 to 30 days, we do not have to pay extra. If we do not pay it back in that time period, we will have to pay interest, a percentage of the money that we owe from the bank at the top of what us borrow. How does the interest on the credit card work? The credit card purchases are subject to a standard interest rate called the annual percentage rate or APR. This number will vary from card to card and person to person depending on factors such as credit score. Our APR is expressed in terms of a year, but credit card companies use it to calculate charge over our monthly statement period. Credit score. Credit score range from 300 to 850. The higher a person's score, the more creditworthy they are. A good credit score is 700 or above. An excellent credit score will be considered. Anything above 800. Borrowers with this kind of credit score are more likely to qualify for the best credit card offers. To calculate the credit card score, the following information is taken into account. First is payment history, which is 35% of score. The second is total amount owed by an individual, which is 30% of score. The length of credit history, which is 15% of score. The fourth is new line of credit, which is 10% of score. And the last is the type of credit account, such as auto loan, mortgage, credit card, which is 10% of score. What is a credit limit? Credit limit is to grant us a specific amount of money that we can borrow during a given period. This is called the credit limit. The credit limit is predetermined by the card issue based on the cardholder's credit score and credit history. What determines the credit card interest rate? Example APR. The interest rate for credit card typically range between 10% to 25%, but may be even more. An individual credit score and credit history influence the credit card interest rate of our annual percentage rate APR. Generally, the higher our credit card score, the lower APR we can qualify for. Interest rates are not set in stone. Lenders may raise the APR if a borrower's credit score worsens or if national interest rate rise. Many card issuers offer introductory 0% APR offer for a period of time to incentive credit card use. This will later return a much higher interest rate. What charge and fee do credit cards have? In addition to interest charge for carrying a balance, many credit cards also have the following fees. First is an annual fee. Second is late payment fees. Third is fees for going over the credit limit. And fourth, cash advance fees. And the last one is foreign currency conversion fees. Now is the type of credit card. There are three types of credit cards suited for specific needs. The three most common types of credit card include: first is secure credit card. A secure credit card can be a good credit building option for those with very zero history or poor credit, but also the easiest credit card to be approved for. Under this secure card arrangement, the cardholder agrees to deposit a certain amount that card before they start using it. The deposited amount is the cardholder's credit limit. This reduces risk for the card issuing bank as they can collect an upfront deposit in the event the cardholder cannot repay. The second is cashback credit cards. With a cashback credit card, we can quite literally earn cashback for our purchases on a monthly or annual basis. Cashback reward cards can offer between 1% to 5% back on purchases, meaning cardholders might earn between $1 to $5 for every $100 charged. The third is travel credit cards. A travel reward credits and allow us to earn points for our purchases on a monthly or annual basis. These points can be redeemed for things like airline tickets, hotel stay, and travel expenses. This is the benefits of credit card. First is spreading purchases out. This can buy goods and make important payments where needed. For example, buy some appliances, monthly bills, payments, and can use in time of emergency, such as purchasing airplane tickets in time of emergency. The second is buying now to pay later, which means this method is widely used by credit card holders where they can buy any items they want and pay it off when the time comes, without having to worry about money problems all the time. For these benefits, first is the possibility of debt. The main risk of issuing a credit card is that the cardholder can increase the debt if cardholder do not pay back what borrowed. This is because while some credit cards can charge a high interest rate, this can increase quietly if we do not pay the balance. The second is credit score. Due to the large number of debt, this has made it difficult for applicants to continue applying for credit card, as it is already recognized as a debtor to the bank. For the example of the credit card is Affin Islamic World Mastercard. This is a Mastercard credit card by Affin Islamic Bank. This is an Islamic credit card that offers premium features for those who are always on the go and want the utmost comfort on the go. It is a Sharia compliant credit card. We are only allowed to make lawful transactions. Affin Islamic reserves the right to terminate any unlawful transactions such as alcohol, gambling, cigarettes, and so on. Affin Islamic will also donate a small portion of their card transactions to selected charity. As the owner of this credit card, the cardholder will be privileged through the Mastercard Concierge program and the Affin Islamic World Mastercard Customer Service program. The Mastercard Concierge service will help us to manage our journey from ticket booking, hotel, shopping, and more. In addition, this Mastercard from Affin Islamic features attractive reward points. We will earn points every time we shop locally and abroad. The balance transfer plan through the Affin Bank Balance Transfer Investment Plan also makes it easy for us to transfer the balance via this credit card. If we want instant cash, we can use the Affin Cash On Call installation plan. We can apply for a cash loan of up to 90% of our credit limit through this plan. Plan that offered from the Affin Bank. For the annual fees is RM500 per annum, and for the supplementary card annual fees is RM400. Sale and service tax SST RM25 every major. Minimum monthly payment using RM or 5% of the outstanding amount, and the payment date pay by RM or 1% of the amount due. Daily cash advance limit missing is no. Cash advance charge RM20 or 5% of the production amount. Cash advance interest rate 80%. That's all from me. Thank you for watching my presentation, Doctor. Thank you.